Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a energy reading for the masculine energy. This could be a male or a female. This could be you or them. This could be someone else. Take it how it resonates. This is not going to be for everyone, obviously, but we're going to do a masculine energy update reading. I guess we're going to see what the energy for the masculine is looking like. What kind of energy is the masculine in right now, and like what is the masculine's, I guess, outlook or whatever. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. All right, so we're going to use some oracle cards to get the overall energy for this reading for the masculine. This is the Wisdom of the Night oracle deck that we're going to be using for their energy to get their overall messages. All right, so what's the energy, please, around the masculines right now at this time? What's the energy around the masculines right now at this time? What's the energy around the masculine energy at this time? And we're talking about a masculine energy that is not, we're talking about a physical person, like the masculine energy in the physical person form, not just an energetic energy. We're not looking at that. We're looking at anyone physically in masculine energy right now. What's the energy around the masculines, and what is the message for the masculine energy? All right. So if you're a masculine energy, a physical masculine, this message is going to be for you. Take it how it resonates. All right. So what's the overall message for the masculines, please? And thank you. Make it very clear. Because, you know, we have masculine and feminine within ourselves. We have both. So I'm not talking about in that aspect. I'm talking about physically speaking about masculine energy. Anyway, I digress. What's the energy around the masculines, please? For the highest good. We have fragment. Okay. Fragment is card number 15, breaks down to a 6. Somebody could be born on the 15th, June 15th for somebody here. Take it how it resonates. We have meditation, card number 25. Somebody who needs to meditate. Meditate more. Connect with your spirit guides. Connect with your higher self. Go within as well. Okay. We also have summon. Card number 13 breaks down to a 4. The major arcana in the tarot deck, card number 13, would represent the death card. So I guess for some of these masculines, they're going through like a death or rebirth, or both at the same time. They are going within. Some of them are starting to, I guess, call on their spirit guides or call on their ancestors. Some of them are connecting with source energy. Some of them are trying to connect with source energy. So some of the masculines are fragmented, which means they're broken a little bit. Maybe their spirits are down. Maybe their life is falling apart, whatever. But for some of the masculines, they're trying to connect to their higher self. They're trying to figure out, like, what is going on here? Why is my life like this? Why is this happening to me? What's happening to me? Am I dying kind of energy? Will I make it through this? They're asking questions and trying to figure out like what's going on with them. Because for some of them, they're going through a rebirth and they don't understand the process of it all. And they may feel empty inside or alone or whatever, but I don't know. Take it how it resonates. We have reminder at the bottom of the deck, which means don't forget who you are. So some of these masculines could be going through a spiritual awakening. Some of them are connecting the dots, putting the pieces together, discovering themselves. I'm getting they're beginning to see, they're beginning to wake up now. We have fulfillment that comes out, and we have individuality. All right, so we had 2 more cards to come out with this reading. We have fulfillment, card number 20, and we have individuality, card number 47. I'm going to call out some dates for birthdays. This may be your birthday, it may not be, it may be theirs. Take it how it resonates. I'm getting August 13th, July 20th, April 7th, May 2nd, um, March 1st, and July 4th. Those are all dates that I get with these numbers. Okay, take it how it resonates. Those dates could be significant. But anyway, let's see. At the bottom, we have reminders still. Don't forget. Okay. So for someone here, there's a masculine energy that is waking up. Um, they're like putting all the pieces together. They're starting to recognize who they are. They're starting to realize who they are, I guess. And for some of them, they're making that connection within themselves and with the higher source. So it's like they're putting all the pieces together to seek the full picture of the situation. They're getting some type of divine help, guidance, or knowledge from spirit that's helping them put the pieces together. In the past, there were some missing pieces. There were some things that they didn't understand. There were some things they were going through. But it's like now they're starting to realize who they are. Okay, take it how it resonates. All right, so let's look at some of this from the book before we clarify it with tarot. The first card is fragment. The meaning of this card is sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts. All of them are separate and difficult to bring together. All right. So this card says that family and friends and work study activities can all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you're always a whole person by yourself. Even if at times things feel separate or fragmented, that is only an illusion. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all the moving parts of your life are very important. If the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. Be here now and know that I, Nix, love. Nix is the name of this goddess. Love you and see you as beautiful and whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem to be. Also, remember to take a step back when you're trying to understand something. You may be looking at it only one piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. So see the big picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all is well. So like I said, somebody here is starting to see something with a different, I guess, version or vision of it. It's like they didn't see something before now because it wasn't clear. The vision wasn't clear. But now the vision is more clear, and now they can see things more clearly. Okay, take that how it resonates. All right. The number meditation card says to be still and to listen to the sounds of the pushing energy as the life force inherent in all things sings a gentle song to your sweet ears. It says to be still and to listen to the sounds of the pushing energy as the life force inherent in all things, a gentle song to your sweet ears. So they could be listening to music right now. There could be something that they're listening to right now. Maybe it's music for some of them. And something in the music or the songs or the words of the song is making them remember something. It's making them realize, remember, forget, or acknowledge something here. So this person listens to music. Music helps them relax and calm down. It helps them connect to their emotions. It brings them like soft, gentle memories, right? Okay, so the meaning says, in the darkest ink black night, I, Nix, make my magic and weave it into the world. This is a time for nonication, do nothing, and find a quiet within your heart and just wait. All will be revealed when the time is right. Now is a time for quiet contemplation. You won't miss anything if you stay quiet. Be still and know that I, Nix, goddess of the night, am always with you as you discover your magic in silence. Okay? So they could be in isolation and hermit energy for some of them. They could be going within for some of them. They're being guided to go within for some of them. Some of them are finally listening to that inner voice and starting to do what is being required of them right now. They want to fulfill something here. They want to accomplish their goals. They want to finish what they started. They want to understand something here. So they're going within to get clarity, all right, for some of them. They're also moving in silence. They're not telling no one what they're working on. They're trying to stay to themselves and stay out of trouble. Somebody is trying to stay out of trouble. All right, so the next card is Summon, right? Summon says that when you choose this card, it is a symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. How do you communicate with your powers or with me, your goddess? Now is the time to pray and to meditate, to acknowledge the sacred in every experience. Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your courage, and summon even more, even me. You are inquiring about something very important. So breathe and wait for a sign before you act. Choose another card if you need more understanding of my wisdom for you. The next card after this card is Fulfillment. So someone wants to fulfill something here, or they want to make a wish here, or they made a wish here. They want their wish to come true. Whatever this is they're wishing for, they want to make it come true. But before they can make their dreams, their wish come true, they have to fulfill something first. Do something first. First, they have to go within. They have to communicate with their higher self. Get in tune with themselves and God first. And then there will be an opportunity for the door to be open for them to reconcile or to heal with someone else. But the first priority is self. Put yourself first and put yourself somewhere where you can be alone in silence and meditate. All right? The next card out is number 20. Card number 20 is Fulfillment. Card Fulfillment is for someone here that is probably into making their own products, or they make something with their hands. This is a glass of wine. There's a pomegranate in the picture and it's been opened. So either somebody made this wine from this pomegranate fruit, or this is like a homegrown product that you made in your garden. You may grow vegetables, you may grow grapes, or you may be growing a garden or something like that. It's going to be fruitful and abundant if you are. Take it how it resonates. But anyway, this is a sign that all your needs are being met, that you are close to achieving your goal. Celebrate your choices at this time, for you have drawn the symbol of fulfillment. Now is the time to integrate and digest what you have learned of late. Savor every moment and know that every encounter is intended to fill your soul or feed your soul. You are meant to have a rich, satisfying life and taste all that experience has to offer. Look around and recognize all of the ways that your life is already full. You have so many reasons to feel good about yourself as well, and we will be well, and all will be well when you choose fulfillment. All right. The last card is number 47, which says individuality. The meaning of this card says no two snowflakes can ever be the same. So just as you are special and unique too, this is something to celebrate. All right. I have marked one young vampire in a way that is unique, setting her apart from all others. Choosing her symbol is important because it reminds you to reflect on your own unique qualities. It also reminds you not to compare yourself with others. This is a futile exercise because no one is the same and no one's beauty is greater or lesser than anyone else. No one's life is better or lesser than yours. Others may seem happy doing things a certain way, but if you feel as if you're compromising yourself to fit in, don't do that. People will love you for who you are, not someone you're trying to be. Your task here is only to be yourself. This is a good sign. So this is a good sign for the masculine energy, those that are waking up, right? Those that are connecting the dots, going within, meditating, and getting grounded, connecting with spirit and source to learn who they really are. So for some of the masculines that are waking up, they will be able to fulfill their purpose here, or they want to fulfill their purpose here. They don't want to leave here without fulfilling their promise or keeping their promise to fulfill some type of purpose here. All right? Take it how it resonates. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot on this card, on this spread, and see what comes out for the masculine's energy. We're going to be using the Vice Versa Tarot deck to clarify this reading. Take it how it resonates. All right. Let's see what the masculine's got going on in this energy. It looks good so far. It doesn't look like anything bad necessarily. It may feel bad to them because right now they're being isolated and put in, they're being isolated and forced to go within, because it's time to go within. It's time to stop running from who they are. It's time for them to stop allowing themselves to be, I guess, unawake to who they are. Like, these masculine have been asleep for a long time, and now it's time for them to come out of this energy. It's time for them to connect with their higher self. It's time for them to go within in order for things to change and get better. They can't keep running from themselves. They got to start running from who they are, right? So these masculines got to stop running from who they are. They do have a purpose to fulfill here. For some of them, they ran away from their purpose. They chose a different path or whatever. But it's time to come back to who you are, right? So what's the fragment energy? Knight of Pentacles on the shadow side. They need to do their shadow work. For some of them, they're not doing their shadow work. They're not going within. They're not connecting the dots. They're not seeing the bigger picture. For some of them, they're not waking up. Okay, so it's a group of them that are waking up, and then there's a group of them that are not waking up. For those that are waking up, they're going to get the help they need to continue to move forward. For those that are choosing to stay in the past or stuck in the past, they're not going to be able to fulfill their destiny or their purpose. They're going to have to come back another lifetime to do it. Like, I don't know, but the challenge is getting them to wake up and realizing who they really are. We have the Knight of Cups on the outside energy, outer energy. So we have a Knight of Pentacles with a Knight of Cups. What's meditation? We got two knights here. I just told you it's two different groups here. It's two different groups of masculines that I'm reading for today. One group is moving towards their spiritual path, and then some of them are staying stuck in the past or stuck in a dark place. So some of them are coming out of this place and some of them are not. All right, so yeah. What's meditation? We have another knight, a Knight of Wands. I may be talking to three different groups of masculine energies. I got water, fire, and earth here. I guess I'm going to get the Knight of Swords next, I guess. I just be dang. I got the King of Swords on the shadow side. So for some of these masculines here, there is a few of them that are starting to wake up here, but not enough of them are waking up right now. Some of them are still somewhere stuck in a dark place or not able to see the reality of their life. They're not able to understand that their life is going a certain way because they're not doing the shadow work, or they're giving into their desires, or they're letting their flesh control them. They're not the King of Swords, which means they don't have any clarity or something. They're not seeing the bigger picture. They don't understand that what they're doing is only hurting themselves. They don't get it. They're not getting it yet. So in order for them to get it, something has to happen for them to be able to get it. So for some of them, in order for them to be awakened, something has to happen first. For some of them, they have already made the connection. They're not in that energy where they're not able to see the bigger picture. But then there's a group of them that are still in this energy where they don't see the bigger picture. They don't know what's going on. They're still lost and confused. They don't see what's happening here, right? Or understand what's happening here. What's this summon energy? That's crazy. We got three knights and the King of Swords. Now we got a King of Cups on the shadow side. They're not in tune with their emotions. Some of them, they're not in tune with their emotions. They don't have no connection to their emotions, or they're disconnected from their emotions or something. They're not going within. We got the Nine of Wands. What's this fulfillment energy? We got the Seven of Wands. That's being blocked. The fulfillment is being blocked because they're not doing the shadow work. They're not going within. They're not listening to their intuition. They're not following their heart. They're not being honest with themselves. They're not making any changes or changing anything about themselves. They're like being very stubborn right now. Like, they want things to be a certain way, or they want things to change and get better, but they have to change themselves first. They got to be willing to change themselves. Like, the change they want to see is going to come from them. If they don't make the changes, then they're not going to see anything come out of this, or they're not going to get something out of this. I don't know. What's this fulfillment? 7 of Wands being blocked energy. So their wish fulfillment is being blocked from them. Their wishes are not getting granted until they do whatever it is they got to do. And now we got this is the King of Swords. This is the Knight of Swords on the shadow side. Why did this is the Queen of Swords, I'm sorry. So we got a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords here. So the Queen of Swords is blocked from this King of Swords in this shadow energy. The Queen of Swords is protecting herself from whoever this is in this energy. If this is your masculine collective that's in this energy, you're being blocked from this person, or they're being blocked from you, okay? They can't come back to you in this energy. They can't. So some of them could be frustrated right now because they can't come back to you. Now we got a King of Pentacles on the shadow side. So for someone here, they're trying to summon you back in. They're trying to call you back in, or send you certain messages through songs, or sending you messages through telepathic communication. They're trying to tap into your energy, but they're being blocked out of your energy. They're trying to summon you or something like that, or they're being summoned. So this person's being summoned to spiritual court. So the masses could be somewhere being summoned to spiritual court because they have to explain to, I guess, the Creator why they decided to dishonor you. Like, why didn't you fulfill your purpose with your person? Like, why didn't you turn your back on them? So they're being called to face the judge, I guess, in a sense, because they're being summoned to court, and they have to give an account to why they haven't stepped up, or why they haven't done X, Y, and Z. Why are they still doing this or that? Why haven't you done what we told you to do? Why are you still in this energy? Like, what's going on with you? So they're being reevaluated. They're being reevaluated by the spirit guides, your spirit guides, or their team, because somebody is not doing what they were called to do. Somebody who was supposed to step up, be the man, be the woman, be the person they were meant to be themselves, whatever, show up for you. And they decided that they were not going to show up. They were not going to come to work today. They decided today was not a good day for them. Today was not the day for them to do X, Y, and Z. So somebody here was like, okay, so hold on, let me get some more energy on this. I don't understand this reading. I don't. This masculine has too many personalities, or too many things going on, or it's more than one of them in your energy. I don't know. But somebody here is pretending to be like, I guess, the perfect match, but they're not your perfect match. This wasn't a perfect match. It was supposed to be a perfect match, but it wasn't. And there's the death card. Card number 13. So, yeah. And it landed on top of card number 13. I gotta get this from the book. This is crazy. First thing I want to see is this death card on the shadow side and what it means, because that'll give me the basis of the overall message. But yeah, somebody's masculine here is in like deep fucking trouble for, I guess, leaving their counterpart behind. This was a stupid ass move they made towards you, or they did something to you that was dead ass wrong or unnecessary. So anyway, the death card says that the death comes to everyone and everything. For those who try to evade death always fails. Something has ended or is about to end, and there is no escaping that. So release what no longer serves you and make way for the new. Now, I already said they were going through a death and rebirth, right? This is either going to be the ending of some of these people that are in this energy, or it's going to be a new begin or rebirth for them. It's either they're going to come out of this energy or they're not. If they choose to stay in this energy, then fine. We okay with that. Your judgment will be made accordingly. But if you want to come out of this energy, we're here to help. And if you want our help, open your heart and receive. If you don't, then stay where you at. So basically, these masculines are being challenged by the Holy Spirit to stop being dysfunctional masculine energy, to come out of this dysfunctional ass energy and step into their power. Stop giving the devil power over them. Stop allowing their ego to control them and manipulate them. Stop being an asshole for some of them. Like, what are you doing here? And I ain't trying to beat up on nobody. I ain't trying to be like insensitive to your situation, but it's like we can't keep like holding your hand and showing you the way, and then every time we get you close to the end, you run back to your old ways, or you go back to that same thing again. Like, we're trying to help you, come out of this energy, but you're not allowing us to help you. We're calling on you to step into your power and to be the man you're meant to be. But if you won't allow us to help you or save yourself, then there's nothing we can do to save you. It's really up to them at this point whether or not to stop being dysfunctional in some type of way. There could be a man here who has some kind of erectile dysfunction. They can't get it up no more. They've used it so much that now it doesn't work. So that's a problem for somebody here. I mean, I don't know. But this card says that death will always find you. You can't run from death. You can't run from karma. You can't hide from yourself. Eventually, you're going to have to face your own demons. And you're going to have to stop being afraid of who you are and step into your purpose. I mean, I don't know. It's like you can't hide forever. We're going to find you no matter where you go. Like, we got your location. I mean, I don't know. Somebody here is being hunted or summoned to court. And they ain't showing up. It's like they ain't showing up. Then they're sent. So basically, okay, this is like a bounty hunter energy that's looking for the masculines to step up, to defend their honor, to fight for what's right, or to do the right thing. And if they don't do it themselves, like of their own volition, then they're going to be forced to do it. You're going to do the fucking right thing, whether you like it or not. We're not going to keep playing with you and letting you get away with what you did. You're going to have to stand up and admit what you did was wrong, or say what you did was like something like that. They have to confess or die. It's like, what do you want to do? You want to do it the hard way or the easy way? We can do it this way or that way. What do you want? But what we're not going to do is keep doing this anymore with you. Like, you're being called out. Somebody's being called out for being a coward, for not having the confidence or the strength or the power to stand up for themselves. This is a masculine that is allowing someone to run over them or use them or make them feel less than they are. And it's like they're not defending themselves. Like, where's your honor? Where is your pride? Where is your confidence? Where are your standards? Like, what do you believe in? What do you want? There's a lot of questions here. Let me see what these people got going on. I didn't expect for this to be like this because I thought it was going to be a simple reading, but it's not. Clarify this Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Let me read the Knight of Pentacles on the shadow side and what it means. Hold on a second. Because I'm pretty sure that means that somebody's not going nowhere. They're not moving forward. They're not going back. They're just stuck in the middle somewhere. I don't know, but let's see. I gotta find it. Give me a second. The vice versa deck has a shadow meaning and it has another meaning. So the shadow meaning of the Knight of Pentacles card says that, I don't want to read the full thing, but I'm trying to get to what it means. I'm just going to read it. So it says that night has fallen and the knight and the horse are still immobile. The knight's posture seems more slumped and more tired. And the horse is very tired as well. The knight has a handful of wheat stalks in his backpack. What he hides from the world is a sense of failure, of having somehow missed his chance for greatness. He wonders if it's too late to make a turn in his life and head into unknown lands again. The wheat is symbolic for more fruitful times, when the harvest of his life looked to be a rich one. Now these few stalks are a souvenir of what he had, or what he's put behind him. Man, this is kind of sad. I'm just going to be honest. These masculines feel defeated. They feel like they didn't fulfill their purpose. They feel like they let you down. They feel like they feel like they've let somebody down. They didn't, do the right thing. And I'm sorry that it came out so aggressively, but it's like, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Yeah, you may have missed the mark before. Maybe you didn't do what you were supposed to do back then. But we can't stay stuck in the past. We can't beat ourselves up for what we did not do or what we didn't know to do or whatever this is. You can't keep saying to yourself that I'm a failure. I don't have the ability to do X, Y, because you do. You do. The power is within you. It's within you, which is why you need to connect to your higher self so you can tap into this energy. It's not outside of you. Stop looking for things outside of yourself. Everything lies within you, right? So, I mean, if you recently lost someone, I do give you my deepest condolences, because I do see the death of someone here that passed away. And maybe this was somebody close to you that you haven't been able to let go of, which we understand. But you got to understand that this person that you lost is no longer here with you. They have been called into a different dimension. They're not with you physically, but on a spiritual level, this person is still with you. And for some of you masculines, I feel like this is the person that's trying to connect with you to show you or tell you that they're okay. They're okay. You don't have to hold on to the pain of losing them anymore. You can let go of that pain. Like, I feel like you lost a good friend or someone close to you that you really had a connection with, and maybe this is somebody who's passed on, and maybe you haven't been able to move on since they passed away, but they want you to move on from them and stop telling yourself that what happened to them was your fault, because it wasn't your fault. You couldn't save them. They wanted to be taken away from here. They didn't want to be here anymore. So it's not your fault that someone close to you decided to end their life. You were not the cause or the cure for this person. This person felt like they were defeated. They felt like they didn't fulfill a purpose or serve a purpose here anymore. So they decided to go back to where they came from. Okay? So, yeah, release that energy, okay? I'm sorry for your loss. I really do feel your pain. I'm sorry for your loss. This person is with you in spirit, though. Red cardinals can be significant. So whenever you see a red cardinal, this is that person sending you messages that they're okay and they're still with you in spirit, okay? Stop being so stubborn. This person says you're very stubborn. You don't listen. You're not alone. You're not by yourself. We're always with you. We just need you to believe in yourself and keep going. Don't give up. The fight is not over. The battle is not over. There's still a chance for you to get everything you want, but you got to be willing to fight for it. If you know what I mean? You got to fight for it. You can't just, give up. Don't give up on yourself. All right, let's pull some index on this masculine's energy and see what this is. Take it how it resonates. It was hard trying to hold back them tears, but I feel like I wanted to cry a couple of times in this reading, because I kind of feel like this is a masculine that feels defeated. They feel like they've lost everything and everyone they ever loved. They don't feel like nobody cares about them. Nobody wants them. Maybe they do have a erectile dysfunction, and maybe because of that, nobody want to be with them. I don't know. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but it's like this person doesn't feel useful or needed or wanted by anyone. They feel alone and by themselves, but they're not. You're not alone. Your spirit guides are with you always, waiting for you to reach out to them so they can help you. Okay? So if you need help, ask for it. Don't be ashamed to ask for help, or go to God if you want to. Like, God is waiting for you to come to him, right? Everything happens for a reason, okay? see the bigger picture in all of this. All right, you're not defeated, you're not worthless, you're not a bad person. You just need some guidance here, somebody who can see that you got to see yourself the way you want to be seen. So if you see yourself this way, of course everybody else is going to see you the same way you see yourself. So stop looking at yourself that way, okay? Because you're not a loser. You're not a deadbeat, whatever this is. You're not that person. Stop telling yourself that, okay? Pick your head up. Fix your crown. All right, we need you in this battle. We can't do this by ourselves. The Queen of Swords needs her counterpart to help protect her from these counterattacks that she's experiencing, waiting on you to show up for her. Like, she's over here protecting herself the best way she can, but she could really use your help. So you're going to leave your person out here to fight by themselves when you can be right beside them, fighting with them together? You know, I don't know. If that's what you want, then go get it. Stop being afraid to take All right, we got someone here tried to sacrifice you, but you were covered by the blood. We got deadly grounds here. Somebody here could be facing a life sentence or whatever this is. We got slay your demons, pay it forward, and golden ticket. So to the masculines here, somebody here tried to sacrifice you. Somebody was sacrificed here. Somebody was trying to sacrifice you. What is this? What is this? Yeah, somebody's going to spiritual prison or going to jail. All right, I got to change the story a little bit because this is switching up for me, because this is about a masculine that's going to spiritual prison for trying to sacrifice their counterpart. This person had a demon inside of them or a bad spirit on them that was giving them false information, making them do bad things. This person wasn't thinking clearly. This person was under some type of influence by someone else. So someone else tried to use this person to sacrifice you. So I'm talking to a masculine that has a divine feminine that could be a karmic feminine to you, masculine. This karmic feminine is not your divine counterpart. This is a karmic feminine that's going to sacrifice you or wanted to sacrifice you. They couldn't sacrifice you, divine masculine, because you were covered by the blood. Okay, take that how it resonates. So by them trying to sacrifice you, divine masculine, they're being sacrificed instead. They're the ones that's going to be going to spiritual prison for trying to sacrifice you, okay? You're getting a golden ticket, an opportunity to pay it forward, to move forward. You're being set free from the spiritual prison. This person could have had you in. They tried to sacrifice you, divine masculine. They tried to put you in a jar or bury your name in some type of dirt. So this was somebody doing death spells on the masculine energy to destroy the masculine's confidence. So basically, this is what I'm getting. How do you destroy a family? Let's just be real. How do you destroy a family? You destroy a family by removing the man from the home, which leaves the feminine by herself, unprotected, because the masculine has been lured away by some demonic force to go outside of their purpose, in a sense, and leaving the feminine like helpless, right? So the devil is the reason why men leave their homes, their wives. It's easy to seduce a man than it is to seduce a woman. So when you seduce a man with his desires of his heart, that man will follow his desires of his heart. If you offer a man money for certain things, they will accept that money because that's what they think. Like, they feel like money is everything. Money is not everything. All money ain't good money. So someone used a fake counterpart to lure this masculine away from their divine feminine. They made this masculine believe that they were their counterpart, which was all an illusion. So now this masculine feels dumb because they didn't listen to their intuition, which was guiding them away from the situation. But whatever was offered to them by this person appeared to be a better offer. But this was a setup for the masculine energy to go into this karmic relationship with this person so they could face their demons. And some of them have been able to successfully destroy their own demons by dealing with this person. Some of them were not able to defend themselves against this person and they got taken away. Okay? Take it how it resonates. The sirens just passed by. It sounded like a police car, but it could have been an ambulance. I didn't see it, but I heard it. So somebody here could be going to jail. Somebody is trying to say goodbye to you. It's time to say goodbye. What's this try to sacrifice energy? The Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Swords, sorry. And the Death card again. Yeah, somebody here tried to sacrifice you, masculine energy. Or a masculine tried to sacrifice you, collective. That's what I'm getting. So, like I said, this is different energies. There is a group of masculines that are waking up and getting out of karmic cycles with karmic partners, right? Moving away from those people. But for some of you, collective, there's a karmic masculine in your energy that is sending you death spells and death magic, trying to stop you from being able to move on, right? This person doesn't want you to serve your purpose with someone else. They don't want you to meet anyone else. They don't want you to be with someone else. So this masculine is trying to sacrifice you, and they're saying the devil made me do it. Now, the death card is here twice. The death angel is here twice to collect the soul of someone here that has been sending death spells to someone else. If this is not your masculine that was doing this to you, collective, then somebody was doing this to them. Okay? But the Queen of Swords is a feminine energy who's being protected from the person doing death spells on you. I'm doing a reading for a masculine energy reading. This is a masculine energy that's doing this to you or did this to you. But you slayed your demons. You slayed them all. They have for some of them, and for some of them they haven't. They're still being influenced by the devil. All right. So for those that have done the shadow work, that have made the connection, they are no longer under spell work and dark magic by a third party, right? For those of them that are still unhealed and haven't done their shadow work, they are still under the influence of a demonic spirit, okay? This is not your person. What's this demon slayer energy? I don't even know how to make this make no sense. We got the Lovers and the Page of Cups. Page of Swords. The Four of Wands in reverse. And the Five of Swords in reverse. So the Demon Slayer could be you, collective. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find a book to this supernatural deck so I can see what the Queen of Blades is talking about. Since she said the devil made her do it, I want to see what the devil made her do. What did the devil make you do? I can't find the book. Let's see what the devil made this Queen of Blades do. Knight of Blades. Which order is this? Bones, Pentacles, Blades. Okay. So the Knight of Blades is a feminine energy on this card. And this feminine has a shirt on that says, the devil made me do it. Okay. So in this card, this is, it says Abaddon. Okay. So Abaddon is an intelligent, aggressive, and sadistic knight of hell who leads an uprising against Crowley upon discovering that the salesman, as she calls him, has become king of hell. The Knight of Blade represents an impulsive figure who steps in and takes action when others falter. If you find yourself stalling or putting something off, this card advises you to take action. So this person in the show Supernatural Her name is Abaddon, is an aggressive knight of hell. So this is somebody who could be currently in hell right now, or feel like they're in hell right now. They could feel like they're dying right now. They could be passing away very soon for some of them. But it's like the death angel is coming to collect the soul here for someone who summoned him. The summon card came out. So this is what I'm getting, right? I feel like the feminine in this reading, the karmic feminine in this reading, summoned some type of demon to follow or to control someone's energy. This demon that was summoned by whoever summoned the demon is unable to take the soul of the person that he was summoned to take. So now the demon is going back to the person that summoned them to question them on why they sent them to unalive someone who was covered by the blood. So this is what I'm getting. For someone here, a third party is attached to the masculine. This third party summoned a demon to take the life of someone here, to get them out of the way, unalive them, so that they could be with someone's person. The death angel came to collect the soul of the person that it was summoned to take. Once it was there to take the soul, it realized this person's soul couldn't be sacrificed or taken because this person was covered by the blood. So now the death angel is trying to figure out, well, why did you summon me to unalive someone who was covered by the blood? I can't touch them. So you still have to give me something for coming all this way to do this work for you. I still got to get paid for the work. Somebody got to pay up. You know what I mean? It's almost like they summon a demon to take your life, and the demon can take your life. So now the demon has to take their life instead because they try to take yours. All right? That's what I'm getting. Take it how it resonates. I don't know. And if this was your masculine that summoned this demon to come and sacrifice you, they're being sacrificed instead for sending this demon after you. All right? And the demon could be their own demons. They could be their own demons, whatever. It doesn't have to be an entity, but this is an entity that someone sent to unalive somebody here. They sent the devil to unalive you. And then when the devil showed up to unalive you and couldn't unalive you, they cast the demon out as if they were casting out the demon from you. But really, they were telling the demon that you were not the one that was supposed to be sacrificed, that it was supposed to be somebody else. So the demon was like, I can't sacrifice any of these people because the person is over them is covered by the blood. So basically, your protection that you have is protecting someone else in your energy from being sacrificed to this deity. So the deity can't sacrifice you or anyone that's connected to you, but it can attack you, okay? But it cannot unalive you. Like Job, the devil could attack Job, but the devil could not unalive Job. And if he had unalived Job, then that would have been the devil's ass, right? So I don't know, maybe you're being tested or something, but this is the hermit energy. Somebody here could be a Virgo. This could have been a Virgo that did this to you. Somebody went to a Virgo and paid them to do spell work on you, to try to sacrifice you, to get you away from somebody else. The Eight of Swords, Three of Wands here, Six of Cups here, and the Six of Swords in reverse. But see, I just said this. Whoever conjured up this demonic spirit to unalive someone here, did graveyard dirt magic on someone to take their life or to steer their soul or their destiny, that person is going to be unalived by the same deity they conjured up to unalive you. That's the message, all right? If this was your masculine who did this to you, then that's what's going to happen to them, all right? Ain't no escaping death. We already read that from the book. There's no escaping death. Somebody is going to pass away for whatever this was they did, for trying to do this to you. So this masculine tried to do this to you for some of you, and they're going to be done the same way they did you by somebody else. And for some of you, this masculine was under the influence of somebody else that did this to them, and they're going to be unalive because of it, or somebody close to them will be. All right, they couldn't beat you, so they joined forces with someone else to destroy you. All right, this is a verse from Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 10. I don't know what it says. is washed out. So somebody here is washed out, washed up, or washed out. Somebody here is washed out. Your business ain't their business, so mind your own. Cleanse your energy for somebody here. We got the Nine of Wands energy here with the index card that says the battle is over. So the battle for someone here is over. So basically, this is like the backstory of what's been going on with these masculines. A lot of them have been sacrificing themselves to the devil for power, for success, for wealth, fame, and fortune, right? They thought it was easier to go that way than to go the other way, whatever. So by doing that, they put themselves in a position where they're being offered as a sacrifice because they gave themselves over to the devil, whatever. Now, some of them are being released from this prison because they were in prison. For some of them, they're being released from prison because they served their time and they paid back that karmic debt. For those that are being released from this situation or prison, they will be offered an opportunity to make things right with you if you're open to that. You don't have to take this person back if you don't want them anymore. That is fine. You won't get judgment or you won't get no karma for that. That's your choice. But someone here is no longer in this energy. The battle is now over for them. For some of them, they were able to escape this energy or this person or this outcome, and they have learned how to cover themselves, basically. Okay. Your new person will match your energy. All right. This is struggle love, no more. No more struggle love for this person. Somebody here needs to learn a new language because you're going to need it. All right. But the battle here for the masculine is over for some of them. For some of them, they're still battling with this energy. For some of them, they're going to lose the battle. They're not going to be able to overcome this person or this energy because they won't let go of control. They won't surrender. All right? They won't surrender. So, like, you know how you played back in the day the game called Mercy? And you would bend somebody's hand back or their finger back until they say mercy and give up, and then you let them go? This person's been put in that position to ask for mercy. For some of them, they won't ask God for forgiveness, so they won't be forgiven. For some of them, they're asking for forgiveness, and they will be forgiven. For those who want to be forgiven, they're going to get forgiveness. For those who trying to act all hard and shit and don't want no forgiveness or don't ask for forgiveness, they won't get it. So in order to get it, you got to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, you won't get it, is what I'm getting. Yeah, somebody here is the master of lies and unleviathan spirit, an energetic demon who's not submissive and who has a whole heart. So the King of Swords is also the King of Swords who is detached from his emotions. He has a closed off heart chakra. He's not in tune with himself or spirit or God. They don't believe in God for some of them. They believe in other things outside of that. So this could be an energetic demon that is not submissive or submitting or surrendering to their higher self, and they're not listening to their heart. So they will lose the battle with you. They will lose you forever. Unlimited power in reverse. Somebody here wants power and control over you and they don't have it. And they don't like the fact that they don't have that power and control. So now they're being faced to force themselves to face themselves in hell, where they're going to have to face their own demons, right? Until they submit to the will of God or to the will of a higher power. They have to surrender. They're fighting against God and they're not going to win that battle. This could be a kitchen witch energy for somebody here. This could be a warlock demon that I'm talking about. That's also with a kitchen witch. They work together with each other to do certain spells on the collective energy to steal your energy, but it's not going to keep working for them anymore. They're going to either lose their power or lose their gifts, and they're going to be taken to spiritual prison. Look, a witch doctor here as well, and somebody here doesn't have spiritual immunity. So this is a whole lot of shit going on. I'm going to close this out with this. Collective, you have spiritual protection. You're being spiritually protected, guarded by your spirit guides and ancestors from this person from your past who could be a warlock demon or something like that, or has one attached to them. If this is your masculine or was your masculine, is not anymore, please move on with your life and stop waiting for them to come back in. This person is trying to destroy you and unalive you and using spell work to do it. So protect your energy. All right, stay away from this person. I feel sick to my stomach. That's why they're being blocked out of your energy and you're being protected. Okay. So the masculine energy is like all over the place. It's not the same energy for all of them, but for the majority of them, for some of them, most of them, they're saying they're in this energy. They're stuck in their head. They're stuck in a karmic loop or cycle. They can't get out of their own way. They won't follow their heart or listen to the intuition. They won't give up. They won't stop trying. They won't let go, whatever this is. They're being very stubborn and stupid right now. For some of them, they're game stalking you through social media. Like, just give up. Just give up. Let it go. You lost the battle. You wouldn't face your demons and you lost the battle, and that's okay. You'll get another chance to do better next time. All right, go back to where you started. I don't know, but you can't keep playing around in somebody else's energy thinking you got some kind of protection and you don't, because you don't. All right, this is a forbidden union for somebody here, so please don't go back to this person. And if this is your masculine that's leaving somebody behind, masculine, once you get free from this person, don't go back. All right, if this is a masculine, this was a karmic lover for you. Once God frees you from this karmic lover, don't go back with this person. Don't let them talk you back into coming back to them again. You got to stand up for yourself and stop being so easily influenced by others and step into your power, all right, if you want spiritual protection. Because right now, some of y'all don't have it and y'all need it because you're fighting demons that are better than you. They're like saying you're fighting against demonic energies and you're not fighting against flesh and blood. So you're fighting with flesh and blood, physically speaking, but you're in a spiritual battle for your life. And if you don't realize that this is a spiritual battle that you're fighting and not a physical war that you're fighting, you're going to lose the battle. So you need to connect to your spirit guides and your higher self so they can teach you how to fight in the spirit realm against demonic spirits. If you don't have any knowledge of those things and you don't believe in those things, then you can be attacked by those things, whether you believe in them or not. It can happen to you. So you have to get in tune with your higher self so you can get the help you need to get out of the situation. All right, that's what I'm getting. Sorry about all the confusion. Yeah, this is a spiritual warning for you, masculine. You got to realize this is a spiritual battle you're in. This is not a physical fight. Maybe you can beat everybody's ass around you. Maybe you do got that kind of power and strength, but you can't fight demons by yourself. You cannot fight demons by yourself. You do need help to fight demons. Demons have more power than us naturally because they are supernatural beings. And as humans, we don't have the same gifts or power to fight them by ourselves. We need that protection. And you need to get back in alignment with your higher self to get that protection to fight against these demons you're fighting against, or you're going to lose the battle. All right. If this is childhood trauma you need to go through or deal with, get you some counseling, get you some help. Talk to somebody about what happened to you. Stop blaming yourself for that. That's not your fault that somebody done this to you when you were younger. It's not your fault. Stop blaming yourself. And if that experience made you become someone else, then be your true self. If that made you feel like you like this more than that, then like this more than that. That's your choice. But don't, running from the law, wanted by the police. All karmics are under judgment right now. Take it how it resonates. If your masculine is a karmic, then he's under judgment right now. If your masculine is a feminine and they're karmic, they're under judgment right now for trying to sacrifice you. And you're being protected for that reason. I can't do no more. I'm done. Y'all take it how it resonates. I'm going to leave it there. Running from the law, criminal, justice is here. This is going to be justice for somebody here. But yeah, masculines, y'all can't do this by yourself. You're fighting against demonic spirits. You're not fighting against flesh and blood. Read Ephesians 4:16, I think it is. And put on the armor of God and stand up and fight. All right, you can't fight demons by yourself. That's the message. All right, you need spiritual protection to fight against demons in higher places. They know more than you know. They can do more than you can. They can use people to do what they want them to do. Like, you got to get some help here. All right, maybe you need to go to a witch doctor to get some spiritual tools to help defend yourself against these demonic spirits. I don't know. But you got to tap into your spiritual gifts, masculine. You have gifts as well that you need to learn how to use to protect your energy from people like this, if this is your story. All right. Thank you for watching. Love and light to y'all. Namaste.